I need an onion. Let's start heating up the oil first. While the oil gets hot, it's a little South Indian inspired recipe. Believe it or not, I picked it up from one of the South African bloggers. She had cooked it for her blog. I quite liked it, and I thought this would be fantastic in our little curry on show. And I have improvised a bit, of course, as I would. Okay, so I'll put the garlic in first. And I won't be cooking it completely. I'll just sweat it very lightly and then add the rest of the ingredients. And as it sweats, add onion and the chili. And I'm going to add half the ginger as well. Rest of the half, I'm going to keep it aside. So that's the major flavor builder. Okay, add a pinch of salt. While this is happening, I have these hearty veggie in my hand. I like to, what you do is either you curl them down or roll them down, and with the knife just cut it like that so you don't lose anything, and then you can throw the stalk away. And this one, you can either break it down or you can chop them. So I like to kind of cut julienne out of it. So it actually helps. So mechanically you cut them down into smaller pieces and it helps you to cook them better. So my idea is not to color the onions, just translucent. That's what I want to do. Chickpea, you can boil it in advance and keep it in the fridge, or you can also open a can. As a chef, I shouldn't encourage you to open a can, very honestly. But as a father, as a husband, I'll say it's okay. Once in a while, it's all right to cheat. Now, I wouldn't do this ever, what I'm doing now, and that is using a curry powder. But this recipe calls for curry powder, so I'm going to use it, which is actually a mixture of all these spices, really speaking. But I'll use a curry powder because that's the essence of it, and I've used a good English curry powder, 2.5 teaspoons of it. And also I'll add some grated coconut. I'll save some for later. I'm going to need some, definitely. And the kale goes in. There's straight away a very strong smell. Before I add any liquid or any water, I would like the kale to cook a bit, because if you add the water, then all it's doing is boiling, and you don't want that really. And with the kale, that quantity of ginger also goes in. So you'll see the color of kale changing slowly. It's a superfood, so do cook this as often as you can. It doesn't have to be spinach all the time. Try experimenting with other greens that we find in supermarket. A lot of greens in the supermarket, they are really super healthy, and for some reason we never bring them home. We Asians are so kind of consumed by our own flavors. We wouldn't even look, we just go with our blinkers on like that, and we don't look at different shelves. I love picking up new things. Pinch of salt, and I'm going to add a dab of water. And you will see this kale softening up so fast now. Being a hearty green veg, it does mean that you will chew it for slightly longer time, but that's the fun part. And now you enrich it by adding half a cup of coconut milk. And this becomes super exciting from here on. Okay, that's done. Believe it or not, just a little bit of more coconut to go on top. And I don't need to cook this anymore. All done. And I'm going to take this straight onto the dining table exactly like this for family to feed on it. You don't need more than this. So folks, it's been lovely cooking for you today. I do look forward to come back again next time and cook brand new dishes. And I do hope you will come back and follow us